What up, Dokkaners? The global data download dropped last night, and we now know the type weaknesses for the upcoming EZAs. So let's take a look at what we have here. First off, starting with, when are the EZAs dropping? Maybe you don't want to check the Dokkan Wiki. Maybe you don't want to check any of the resource but the channel, which I appreciate. So I might as well tell you. The actual EZAs are going to be dropping at 8 a.m. September 2nd, which is GMT. What time does that mean for you? I'm not going to go through a bunch of time zones. This is just EZAs for crying out loud, but I will reference dateful.com once again, my trusty handy website. Just simply go to this website, type in 8 a.m. GMT, and it will literally tell you when you type in your region here, it'll tell you exactly what time it is for you. So for me, it's going to be 1 a.m. September 2nd, basically about an hour, about 2 hours or so after a typical banner release stream. So at that time, I will be able to do these EZAs. Now, a lot of you guys want me to do the EZA on stream, which I will try to do. It's going to be very late for me, but I'll do my best. So hopefully you guys subscribe, notification bells to turn to all so that you don't miss the live stream action. So for me, it's going to be 1 a.m. for you. Figure it out. Let's move on now to the actual event details. We've got 3 EZAs, as I mentioned before. I've already talked about what these units are capable of, so this is not going to be primarily discussing what they do. If you want to check that out, go check out my other video where I discussed that. Do want to point out, though, one change that we didn't know about beforehand, because when they were advertising the EZAs, they only talked about their passives and their super attacks. They never talked about the transformation conditions, so this has actually been adjusted. So before the EZA, Super Saiyan Goku's transformation was 70% or less starting from turn 3. With the EZA, they have broadened the parameters, making it 77%. So it's not a drastic, ultra significant change, but it's still enough to where you might be able to get that edge that you need to get him to transform and to ultimately get you going on your path. So nice little thing to remember there. But now let's take a look at the event details. We'll start with the Namek Goku since we already mentioned it. The category of weakness is full power. This is a standard Extreme Z battle event, which means 30 stages, which means 30 stones earned per, or 1 stage earned per stage, totaling to 30 plus 3 right here between these 2 and 4. So 34 dragon stones from all the missions and all the stages. Since he's STR, the natural type advantage is going to be AGL. Additional damage reduction is going to happen against super units, which is unfortunate because the full power category has a lot of super units on the team, which is why we are going to be doing a team building simulation right now with what we've got. So let's go to full power in our game and let's put together a couple of teams. So starting with this, did I really just say this? Yeah. This category is a little whack in terms of the extreme side. So what we got to do is filter out extreme, and notice how we don't have a whole lot left. Now, in terms of the type advantage, we obviously want to be going for AGL, but the good news is the only unit that you really need is the AGL full power Frieza. So if you've got this guy, you are pretty much set. This unit is going to carry you through this entire event, because keep in mind, this unit is built to destroy anyone named Goku. If you've got a Goku on the other side, you'll be launching guaranteed criticals, possibly 2, possibly 3, depending on your hit potential, which could basically end him every single run OTK style. So if you've got this unit, which most of you probably do have, considering most of you might have summoned on either the Worldwide Download Celebration banner or even the 7-year LR banners, or both. Because this unit was featured on both. I keep saying this. What's wrong with me? I'm saying this weird. This unit has been featured on both of those banners and can hit very hard still. It's only been a year, so this guy's still very much alive and well. So run this unit as your lead. If you do, make sure you have the matching categories to boot. So if you're going to do full power and you're running Frieza as the lead, make sure you have sworn enemies, full matches turned on, and you can find all the different teams that you can run. So let me show you a couple of teams that we can put together. LR full power Frieza will bring Golden Frieza. Remember, same name update does not apply here. We'll bring in Cell. We'll bring in this Frieza. What other Friezas can we bring? Transforming Frieza. I think that's all we can bring for the Friezas. And the last one, I don't know, make a Piccolo. Honestly, it's the first 2 units that count. Honestly, it's the first one that counts. That will be enough. So that is one team you could run. As far as full power, Dragon Ball Super Broly also leads full power. So this guy could be your lead as well. Movie bosses and full power. If you are going to be bringing movie bosses, just make sure you try to match the full power thing. But also remember, this helps with the amount of damage that you take. You don't absolutely have to bring units that are in the category. You can always adjust a little bit. So if we do extreme full power and we run that guy as the lead, then we just have to find a bunch of units that are compatible with him. Again, you could bring the Frieza if you want, Golden Frieza. If you want to bring Bojack too, feel free, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. But I think those are the only 2 real leads that you can run in this list. Also, don't forget, while AGL Golden Full Power Frieza is a Goku destroyer, so too is Broly. Not just the Int Dokkan Festival one, but the LR Broly. LR Broly is going to do oodles of damage against this guy. So if you bring him on the team, that is going to be nice. So yeah, those are some of the outstanding picks you can choose. Now, if you don't have enough extreme units at all, you just have to run with whatever you got. You could just run both. It's not that bad. And if you want to limit it to AGL, you could run the Blue Kaioken Goku as the lead. Have him run its AGL 120%. Throw them on, throw him on, whatever. And the rest is history. So pretty straightforward in terms of team building. As far as the free-to-play side is concerned, I don't think it's going to be working out so well. I don't have the patience really to do this. So I'm probably just going to get in and get out as quickly as possible. So there you have it for full power Namek Goku EZA. Now let's move on to the full power Frieza. Full power Frieza's category weakness is the Planet Namek Saga, so you'll be taking less damage if you bring Planet Namek Saga units. That weakness is actually the legendary power link, so if you are running adjacent LRs to catalyze that link, you will be doing extra damage, which is why one LR is not enough. You got to make sure to bring a second one to trigger that legendary power link. Obviously, the event progression is exactly the same. Only difference is it is now 10 stages as opposed to 30, which means we are earning triple the stones per run, which could argue that this is going to be a little bit tougher, but we'll see, because Planet Namek Saga is a pretty stacked category. So now let's take a look at the game. Let's pull up Planet Namek Saga right here. And we are looking at some, okay, it's kind of a limited category, right? If you weren't around for Worldwide, or you're not a free-to-play grinder, it might be a little bit tough, but let's also narrow it down to LRs. Again, AGL Full Power Frieza is a lead for Planet Namek Saga, so this is going to be getting you a lot of mileage. Run this as your lead, run the Goku as the anti-Frieza unit, and these two together, clean house. You don't need anybody else on the team. These two will take care of it, but depending on how many LRs you have, you could bring more. If you don't have LRs, bring TURs. Just have a couple of units do the matching in terms of type, and then have the two LRs stand adjacent to each other so that they can catalyze Legendary Power Link and then rip this Frieza. I was going to say something bad, and I shouldn't. So he's already been through enough. Rip this Frieza in half a little bit more. How about that? So as far as the free-to-play scene is concerned for this one, though, there is a free-to-play scene, so I might be so inclined as to try this one. Again, we got to be bringing multiple LRs, so it might be a little bit tough, but we do have 3 options here. So we'll see what I can do with my free-to-play run. But otherwise, this is going to be, I think, a little bit easier than the Namek Goku one in terms of the ease of assembling a team. Other units that are also great for this, aside from these 2 worldwide download LRs, this Nail is great because when you're fighting against a Wicked Bloodline, you get a guaranteed critical hit. So if you run this guy along with a Piccolo, that's going to be a nice combination. Obviously not as effective as LRs, but still going to be very nice, especially with the guaranteed critical. So there you have it for the Frieza event. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any issues putting together teams for that. I mean, let me just finalize my team. Planet Namek Saga, LR. I mean, this guy, this one, and this one. There you go. There's my team. So not gonna be too challenging for me. Now the last thing let's talk about is this one. If you guys want to do this right now, you can, before the actual EZA drops. This is for a sub EZA, which means you don't have to adhere to the same type of rules necessarily. All you can do as in terms of getting ahead is to simply run through the stage early. You're going to need 12 bronze medals, you're going to need 20 silver medals, and you're going to need 12 gold and 12 rainbow. So what you want to do is you want to go to stage 30, run through this one 3 times to get 12 of the rainbow, run through stage 25, get 3 copies of the gold, and then when you get to stage 20, run through this stage 5 different times so you can get 20 medals. And then for the bronze one, you're going to have to run through this one 6 times. So once you do all that, you will have all the medals needed to awaken the Tech Final Form Cooler, which has not been updated on the Dokkan Wiki. Fantastic. This unit right here. So this is the, I guess, the least hype of all of them, but honestly, I kind of like how simply he's built. So yeah, this unit's going to be getting some mileage on my teams. Let's see how he is received by other players. But for this one, the type weakness is going to be Super Saiyan. So if you've run this event before, it's going to be fine. If you haven't, just bring Super Saiyans. And remember, the same name update still applies. So or same name update does not apply. You cannot bring units of the same exact name. You cannot bring Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Goku. It just doesn't work. Even though you can right here, this is a team building. You just simply go to the Extreme Z Battle event preview, and then when you're team building there, it won't let you. So that is pretty much it, folks. 67 plus Dragonstones coming up tonight. I don't remember if they give missions for sub EZAs, but regardless, over 60 Dragonstones coming up tonight. That's hype! And I will most likely be going live on the channel so that I could run through these EZAs with all of you guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments What teams do you have ready for the upcoming EZA events? And how do you feel about the tech Final Form cooler, and how does he compare to the physical Final Form cooler whose EZA dropped, what, a year and a half ago? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.